Short anime series can be a hit or a miss. The shorter runtime does not lend itself for any extended story arcs. The result is that these series tend to be more comedic in nature. As for the series that I'm reviewing today, it is also a love letter to a certain animation studio. Space Patrol Luluco is a short but comedic series that espouses everything to do with Studio Trigger. Since this series is short, this will be a relatively shorter piece. I am Banana Owns, and this is an Otaku Youth anime review. The story features the adventures of a 13-year-old girl named Luluco, who lives in a space colonization zone. Her father is a member of the Space Patrol, the police force of this territory. Her father is frozen, and she is forced to become part of the Space Patrol in order to pay for her father's revival. From there, she is sent on missions to stop criminals with her new partners, Alpha, Omega Nova, and Midori. Most of this series focuses on Luluco's growing attraction to Alpha Omega Nova. As a result, it's mostly a story about first love. The Space Patrol just serves to put the two characters together. It's a very heartwarming aspect that manages to ground the insanity of this story. This series is also a perfect example of a typical Studio Trigger work. There are plenty of outrageous jokes that appear in an almost schizophrenic manner. If you liked Kill la Kill or Kiznaiver, then this show is right up your alley. I mean, there's a flaming skeleton that is always stuck behind a desk. If you can't find the humor in that, then this is not the show for you. Space Patrol Luluco also features a litany of references to other Studio Trigger works. There's an episode about Little Witch Academia, and another that features a villain from Kill la Kill. For those that are huge fans of Studio Trigger, these references really make the show stand out. It hints at a shared universe, and given the ending of this show, grants an opportunity to see more crossovers in the future. For a shorter series, the animation is surprisingly good. The animation matches the frenetic nature of the series perfectly. The characters move in the same schizophrenic manner as the plot does. The facial expressions are top-notch, along with the rather bold animation designs. The thick black outlines give the show an almost cartoon-like look. Of course, when the action begins, the animation quality improves greatly. There are some great visual sequences towards the end of the series that can match anything that a full-length anime would offer. As for the sound design, there are some good highlights here. The voice acting is phenomenal. The voice actor for Overjustice is my favorite of the series. It really is the perfect example of how great the comedic timing of the voice actors is. Luluco's voice actress also excellently captures the cadence of a young girl falling in love for the first time. It's a surprisingly realistic performance for such a crazy show. The music is also solid. There are musical hints to other Studio Trigger works, but the standout is the opening. I absolutely love the opening for this series. It's just a fun and poppy opening that really gets the audience in the mood to watch an episode. I am a huge Studio Trigger fan. This show was made as a love letter to the fans of this studio. It's only natural that I really enjoyed watching this show. Despite the insanity, the story was simply about a young girl's first love. I feel like this worked well to ground the more insane aspects of the series. The animation was also great, with a surprisingly high quality. The sound design was also solid with some great performances. I give Space Patrol Luluco my banana-owned stamp of approval. It's a must-watch for anyone with any sort of interest in Studio Trigger. I'll be back next week for another review, and thanks for checking this one out.